The clock glowed 2:58 a.m., its red digits cutting through the dark of my living room. I hadn't slept in days, not since the move to this creaky old house on the edge of town. Insomnia had me flipping through TV channels, the drone of infomercials my only company. The air felt heavy tonight, like a storm was brewing, though the sky outside was clear. My cat, Shadow, sat rigid on the couch, staring at the blank TV screen. At 3 a.m. sharp, the TV flickered. Static roared loud enough to make me flinch. I hadn't touched the remote. The screen settled on a grainy feed, a local channel I didn't recognize. A man appeared, his face pale, eyes too wide, like he hadn't blinked in years. He sat at a desk, hands folded, in a suit that looked decades out of date. "Good morning," he said, voice low and syrupy, "to those who are listening." I froze. The remote wouldn't work. The power button was dead. Shadow hissed, her fur bristling. The man's gaze seemed to lock onto me through the screen. "You're new here, aren't you?" he said, smiling, his teeth too sharp. My stomach churned. How could he know? I'd only moved in last week, hadn't even met the neighbors. The broadcast cut to a street view, my street. The camera panned past my mailbox, my car, my front door. My heart pounded. This wasn't a recording, it was live. The man's voice returned. "We've been watching. We always watch at 3 a.m. Shadow yowled and bolted upstairs. I wanted to follow, but my legs felt glued to the floor. The screen flickered again, showing my living room. Me sitting on the couch, staring at the TV. My breath caught. There was no camera in here. I spun around, expecting to see someone, something, but the room was empty. The man chuckled, a wet, guttural sound. "You can't hide from us," he said. "You tuned in, you invited us." I yanked the TV's plug from the wall. The screen went black, but the audio didn't stop. His voice poured from the speakers. "We're already inside." The lights flickered, and a cold draft slithered across my neck. I grabbed a flashlight and ran to the kitchen, fumbling for a knife. The house was silent now, but the air felt wrong, thick, like it was pressing against my skin. Upstairs, Shadow's yowls turned to screams. I sprinted to my bedroom, where she clawed at the mirror. My reflection stared back, but it wasn't right. My eyes were too dark, my smile too wide. It moved before I did, raising a hand I hadn't lifted. The man's voice came from the mirror now. "You belong to us." I smashed the mirror with a lamp, glass shattering across the floor. Shadow darted under the bed. The voice didn't stop. It was in the walls, the floor, my head. "You can't break us," it whispered, joined by others. A chorus of voices chanting my name. "Clara, Clara, Clara." They knew me. They knew things I'd never told anyone, secrets from childhood, fears I'd buried. I barricaded myself in the bathroom, the only room without mirrors or screens. The whispers followed, seeping through the door. My phone, dead since midnight, buzzed to life. The screen showed a video, me in the bathroom, clutching the knife, filmed from above. I dropped the phone, its screen cracking. The voices laughed, louder, closer. By dawn, the whispers faded, but the house felt alive, watching. I found scratches on my arms, ones I didn't make. Shadow won't come out from under the bed. The TV's unplugged, but at 3 a.m. tonight it turned on again. The man was there, smiling. "You can't leave," he said. "You're part of the broadcast now." I'm writing this at 2:58. If you're reading this, don't turn on your TV at 3 a.m. Don't look in the mirror. They're waiting and they know your name.